deliberate on these two bills. I would just like a clarification because the Business Advisory Committee has allotted 2 hours each for these two bills. That means it is 4 hours for these bills?
For both bills.
2 बिल के लिए 4 घंटा
जी.
तो हमारे पास आज तो 1 घंटा और
फाइनली जैसा हाउस डिसाइड करे
सर,
ये बढ़ा भी सकता है, ये कम भी कर सकता है. ये तो हाउस की.
ठीक है. Thank you, sir. Thank you for clarification. Reservation has always played a greater role in empowerment of dispossessed or depressed section of our society, not only in India but throughout the world. The recognition of women empowerment has been a point of priority of government. Making the women financially strong has been going on for quite some time. And I remember and I recollect reading the books relating to the pre-independence period of the freedom struggle when propagation of khadi was one of the major components of empowerment of women during the freedom struggle. During the freedom struggle also, women of India fought against the British Empire peacefully under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. They fought step by step with the men folk. That is the main reason why, when the constitution was being framed, the women never demonstrated outside the parliament to have their voting rights. Rather, they were part of the Constituent Assembly and they participated from the very first election in 1952 through adult franchise, which did not happen in most of the so-called modern Western countries, even in United States or in United Kingdom. Therefore, I would say, but the first change that has come, which revolutionized giving political power to a greater or responsibility in a greater way, came in the 90s, when the Panchayati Raj institutions and the urban local bodies, reservation was provided to 33, 1/3. But before that, our late lamented leader, Mr. Biju Patnaik, had reserved seats in urban bodies and also in Panchayati Raj institutions for women for more than 1/3. And subsequently, during Navin Babu's time, during his regime and during last 24 years, this reservation has gone up to 50% before Bihar did it. Therefore, providing reservation for women in Jammu and Kashmir and Puducherry, 2 bills that have been moved in this House, the moot point is, with passing of these bills, small correction actually is being made that had occurred when the 106th amendment was passed in this House during the special session. But we have to wait for some more years till the next delimitation commission draws the constituencies. When we discuss about J&K, discussion about POK creeps in. This House has resolved earlier to retrieve every inch of the land that has been occupied by Pakistan, by our neighbors also, meaning China. But we should not forget, when we talk about POK, Gilgit and Baltistan are a different region altogether. When we talk about POK, most of the time we forget about Gilgit and Baltistan, which got annexed to Pakistan before Maharaja Hari Singh signed the instrument of accession with India. So in that respect, when we talk of POK, we should also always talk of Gilgit and Baltistan, which was part of Jammu and Kashmir, and that is now occupied by Pakistan. I would just like to mention here, sir, history is witness to it, that when Constitution was in the making, consciously a decision was taken and 2 seats were left vacant for those areas. What we are doing, what we have done recently, is providing reservation for those people who have migrated and those people who are ousted. But keeping Gilgit, Baltistan and Muzaffarabad and all those POK area, 2 seats were reserved for those area when it will come back to us. So this also should be borne in mind. What will happen will happen. Only 2 neighboring countries, the moot point here is, only 2 neighboring countries who have boundary dispute with us have criticized the Supreme Court order that came yesterday. Only 2 countries. This demonstrates our clout in the world. This demonstrates that Jammu and Kashmir has been recognized by the world community as an integral part of India. Sir, empowerment of women is in participative politics, has got an impetus through reservation of women in Panchayati Raj institutions and also in urban bodies. Odisha under Naveen Babu, as I stated earlier, has provided 50% reservation in Panchayati Raj institutions and urban bodies. And next is, in 2019 election, 1/3 women candidates contested for parliament. And out of that, 5 lady members also got elected. Without waiting for reservation, Biju Janata Dal has already done it. Mission Shakti is doing actually wonders. Now the women group are providing not only employment, but strengthening the economy. This is happening in Odisha. Reservation for women has been there for more than 30 years. Since 92-93, if reservation is there throughout the country, already we are in the 30th year. That means already the second generation of women leaders have come. Keeping that in mind, it is necessary that instead of criticizing that what a woman will do if she is empowered, this is demonstrated here. And that's for I would say, providing reservation, which was not there in the previous amendment of 106th Amendment that was passed in this House. Jammu and Kashmir deserves it. Their women folk also deserve it. So also the Union Territory of Puducherry. A question has always been discussed in the corridors that when you are not providing statehood to Jammu and Kashmir, what best can be given to the women when we have this reservation? Delhi is a union territory. It has an assembly. Puducherry is a union territory. It has an assembly. Similarly, when statehood will come, Jammu and Kashmir is a union territory and will have an assembly. In that, reservation will be there. I support this bill.
Thank you. Shri Maluk Nagar ji.